Thanks, Katie. Well, speaking of back to school,
Yes.
you speak now.
Yes, thank you. This morning we're joined by tech expert Dan Thompson talking about, maybe you should do the talking, talking about how technology can help us meet our education goals. Good morning.
How are you?
Fresh off of your trip from Poland.
Yes.
How was it?
It was excellent, as usual.
And you've brought a friend with you,
I
which
have
is
brought
fun
a friend.
too.
Yeah, my buddy Nico is here. He's staying with us for 3 weeks, so getting to experience America now. So it's good times. He got to go to Dollywood and all their kinds of classic East Tennessee stuff.
If you want to sum us up, I think Dollywood
I
is a
asked,
great way to
I said, do they make them like Dolly in Poland? And the answer was,
They don't make them like Dolly anywhere.
All right, let's talk about using your devices, using technology, I guess, to help with education.
That's right, yeah. So lots of parents, common comment is, hey, my kid is struggling in pick a subject. What website can I use? Is there an app I can use? So what we want to talk about this morning are just a couple of ideas that have thrown out there. I put a poll out on Facebook actually just to get ideas from other parents and teachers. And so this is kind of a culmination of all that discussion and research. One thing I will comment about quickly, I learned very quickly that this is a moderately controversial subject. So children spending time on the computer or on the iPads or whatever, the American Academy for Pediatrics actually recommends that kids K through 5 only spend about 2 hours a day with screen time. So that includes TV and whatever. So you may think as a parent, consider, should my kid be spending time watching TV or, perhaps learning something? And the cool thing is some of these websites that we'll talk about are actually fun websites. So let's dive right in. Jumpstart.com is one of those fun websites. So if you have a younger kid, these are kind of geared more towards the K through 5. Jumpstart.com, this is it right here. You can tell it's just a fun website. They do something unique in that they use games to help teach.
Okay.
So, if your kid is learning to count or if they're learning to spell, things like that, you can find games on this website that can help with those things. Another website that you might find helpful is the Khan Academy. Khan Academy is a wonderful website. This will help K through 12, and it's just pick a subject. Any subject that your kid has an issue with or that you're just wanting to help them learn a little bit, Khan Academy is an excellent resource. Also, NCTM, they have a website called Illuminations, and NCTM is National Center for Teachers of Mathematics or something like that, and so it's specifically geared for math. Now, I don't know about you guys, and I know this might sound funny with a guy that's in technology, but I really struggled with math when I was in school, and so a website like Illuminations could have been very helpful for me. This is the website right here. So these are just some ideas, general education stuff. Now, lots of people say, hey, I have a tablet. How do I find those apps specifically geared towards education? And there's a website called Appitic, and that's appitic.com. And this website, here we have it on the screen, is specifically geared toward tablets. So if you have a tablet, and then what you can do is browse by subject or browse by what you're wanting to learn. And then this can help tee you up and show you, here's the 20 apps that will teach science, or here's the 20 apps that will teach English. And then you as a parent just load it on the tablet and you're off and learning.
Gosh, back in the day when my kids were little, we bought little CD-ROMs of learning games that would teach things like math facts, things that, were presented in a fun way.
That's right.
And it can be very helpful, I think.
It can be. And there's been a really big movement over the past 5 to 7 years of kind of this open education idea, which is free learning, free sharing online. So there's tons of resources, just a matter of picking, what works for you and what works for your kid's learning style.
It only makes sense to share, I think, all those educational resources like that.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
All right.
I absolutely think too that kids love games, and so if you put things like math and spelling into a game, it's like it's a win-win.
They don't even know they're learning.
Yeah.
Right. Well, if you think about a kid your age, that's how they learn. Is they just discover and they're experimenting, and then they'll oh I get it now.
And before you know it, they know all their colors and their letters and their numbers.
That's right.
Yeah.
I will say, I love the iPad. I don't know if I'm stirring up controversy this morning, Dan, but
I will
do.
say I'm jealous that you all have the iPad.
Dan, thank you so much.
Very cool. Good.
Great to see you this morning.
Well, you're watching Mornings with Fox 43.